Hello guys, welcome to Code Arena. Today I am going to discuss with you something very important. For the past couple of days, I was busy doing an interview with State Farm. If you guys don't know State Farm is one of the biggest insurance company in the United States. They have a very big office here in Texas, where I am located. So I had this interview for the software developer role, and the kind of interview that I had, I will discuss the approach that I took. I got the email from a recruiter. They wanted me to uh, do a video portal interview where you are asked like 6 to 7 questions, and most of the questions are behavioral kind, and there is also one whiteboard question or one interview question. Most of the coding questions come from the lead code or from HackerRank. I will go over the coding interview question, and also go over the uh, behavioral interview questions, and I'll also tell you that how I tackle this question and how I went about answering this question. To tell you the portal that they use, its name is HireVue. That's the name of the portal that they use for doing their interviews. Uh, let's discuss the questions. So these were the behavioral questions that I got. It was simple starting question. Tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work for us? Another question was, think about the most challenging piece of code you have ever written. Tell me about the project. Why was it so challenging for you, and what did you learn from the experience? So when you are answering these questions, this portal is extremely convenient. You get a chance to record your answer and then look. If you like that answer, it's okay. If you're not, then you have a couple of attempts to re-answer that question and then record it again. Once you are happy with the result, then you just proceed to the next question. Another question was, tell me about the time when you solve a conflict at work. Also, if you know there are two improvements. Most of the questions were priority based, and also they want to know that what are you working, what kind of tech stack are you using, what is the project that you're doing right now. So when I was answering all these behavioral questions, I use a technique called STAR, where you just think about a situation, and then uh, you think about a task, and you think about what actions you took to uh, solve this situation and what was the result. So when you are answering questions about behavioral questions, you have to be prepared. You have to think about the situations that you had at work, and the client want to see that which kind of result it provided, because at the end of the day they are looking for result-driven solutions. So think about star situations, and you have to memorize them very well. So therefore you won't do a lot of hesitation when answering these questions. So this is what I discussed with you. Start strategy. This is very important when you are answering the behavioral questions. Situation. Describe the situation or set the scene. Explain the place you are working or for the task you are given. Also, the task. Describe the issue or the problem you are confronted with. So you have to be very careful with what is the task that you want to set or for this scene. And also your action, you have to put focus on you, not on we. So mention as yourself as you can, just to prove that you can bring something to the table at the end of the day. Describe the action you took to interview in the situation or solve the problem. This should introduce the key set you would like to illustrate. Result. What was the result? At the end of the day, they want to see that you provide the results with this situation or not. The coding question that I was given, it was a very easy question. Given string containing only both lowercase and uppercase characters. The problem is to print the characters along with their frequency in the order of their occurrence in the given format. Explaining the example. So, for example, you are given a string like this. They want to see the occurrences of characters. like how many times H has occurred, how many times E has occurred, how many times L has occurred, and how many times O has occurred. The catch about this question is they wanted the result to see an alphabetical order, not just an order that you are given these outputs. So when you solve this question, then you had to traverse through the array and then put these all in alphabetical order. So that was the catch about the question which I thought. So that was the answer. You can copy and paste this question in Google, and Google will give you the answer. Or there are a lot of people that has solved these questions, but not a lot of people who has solved them doing alphabetically. So this was the first round of the interview. That was for the HireVue portal. I uploaded this interview, and then after a couple of days, I got a second round interview call. For the second round interview call, there were 3 people that were interviewing me. One of them was the project manager, and another was the other 2 people. One was from HR, and another was a tech person. So they asked, most of the questions were behavioral questions, and then also they went very deep into core Java and Spring Boot. There were a lot of questions regarding CI/CD tools, because there's where they're migrating them right now. So, and a lot of behavioral questions again. So this is the 2 round of interviews that I have had with them. I'm hoping for a good result. I'm still waiting for the result. Every time I go into portal and I check my interview status, it still shows that the result is pending. So I hope that these questions will solve, or they will help you out when you are going out and interviewing with either State Farm or with other major companies. They now in interviews nowadays, 2 things are extremely important. One is behavioral questions. They want to see that what can you bring to the table, and another thing is whiteboard interview questions. So focus on these 2 if you are preparing for the interview. Just to remind you that this interview was for mid-level software developer, not for senior level developer. So somewhere from 2 to 4-year experience. This is the interview of how a mid-level look like in State Farm. If you are new to this channel, I'm doing a lot of diverse videos on different topics, from Python to Java to coding questions, and also to the interview experiences. So you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that like.